Welcome back to ABC News Live Reports. Former Canadian Olympic snowboarder Ryan Wedding is due to make his first appearance in a California courtroom today. The 44-year-old had been a fugitive for more than a decade. He was arrested in Mexico last week, accused of trafficking drugs and orchestrating multiple killings while allegedly working under the protection of Mexico's Sinaloa cartel. ABC News' Alex Stone is outside the courthouse in Santa Ana.
Well, Elizabeth, this is his initial appearance, but also his arraignment, the court is telling us. An arraignment typically when he would enter a guilty or not guilty plea, all going into one hearing today. It was Thursday night into Friday morning when he turned himself in, according to Mexican authorities and our sources, after weeks of negotiations in Mexico City, walking into the embassy in Mexico City and turning himself in. Now, that brings up the question, if there is a deal in this case of the negotiating with the U.S. government, did he come to some kind of a deal? Could it be a guilty plea today? We don't know what he is going to plea inside this courthouse in a short time from now. But he's accused of moving $1 billion worth of cocaine into Southern California every year. Charges of murder, of running a criminal enterprise. He's going to hear those here. Elizabeth?
Alex Stone, thanks so much. Let's bring in Brian Buckmire, our legal analyst, for more on this. So, Brian, what are you expecting to learn in this first court appearance today? A lot of fascination around this one.
Yeah, Elizabeth, I expect the government to focus on two factors here. One, the alleged drug trafficking, and two, the allegations that Wedding either commissioned or put a hit out on witnesses. And the reason why I expect there to be more detail in these allegations is because this is going to be the bedrock of the DOJ's argument that he is a flight risk, that he is a danger to the community, and they're going to give the judge the requisite information to show that or to prove that point at this hearing.
Brian, how does the fact that Wedding reportedly turned himself in affect his arraignment here?
So typically turning yourself in is a strong argument to the judge as to why you are not a flight risk. You're, of course, not someone who is fleeing the jurisdiction or the country to evade prosecution. But if I was going to use an analogy on the scales of whether or not to detain or release Ryan Wedding, you're going to have the allegations of the billions of dollars of trafficking cocaine, I think over 60 metric tons, along with the allegations of murder, and then a single grain of sand to say that he turned himself in. I think the allegations will outweigh him turning himself in.
Yeah, over 10 years, too, on the run. Any chance that he gets out on bail here?
So one, no, because of the allegations against him. Two, the allegations of drug trafficking and violence towards a witness are what we call a rebuttable presumption of detention. What basically that means is that the court is starting from the mindset of Ryan Wedding should be detained, but that argument could be rebutted by the defense if there was some sort of strong argument. Unless there's an argument that we're not seeing, I don't see that argument. I think Alex did hint at a very strong idea, though, that because of pre-arrest negotiation, there might be something down the pipeline, no pun intended with snowboarding, for a Wedding in terms of how to resolve this case, but it's not going to happen today.
Pipeline, half pipe. I see what you did there, Brian Buckmire. Thanks so much, as always.